Like, am I the only one who simply just wants to see life and experience life and not be caught up in this rat race for the rest of my life?
Hey, he's talking about some real stuff right here, y'all. I am Victoria Langford, your credit solutionist, and I talk to clients like this all the time over at mycreditcall.com. It's hard. Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and it is not getting any better. Did you guys know that literally 6 in 10 people are living paycheck to paycheck? So if you are new to the channel, welcome. And if you are returning, come on in, take off your shoes, and let me know what you're drinking. I have mine today. We're going to watch a couple of TikToks, and then I'm going to give some input on living paycheck to paycheck. And I'm going to talk to you guys about the 5 ways that I think you can start your journey on getting out of living paycheck to paycheck. Let's go ahead and jump into this because I think this guy has a lot to say. Let's go.
We work hard and we bust our behinds for these jobs, but it's like, is that it? We just work, pay bills, pay taxes, work, pay bills, pay taxes, sit in traffic. Is that it? Is this all there is to life? I can't be the only one who sits back and wonders sometimes, like, this is not, like, this can't be real life. Like, it's no way. We were sold a lie. The American dream is a lie.
Well, I understand what he's getting at, where he says that the American dream is a lie. That's not true, because his American dream may not be my American dream, just like yours may not be mine. Some people do not dream of being a business owner and traveling across the country and moving every couple of years. But to me, that is part of my American dream because it's symbolizes freedom to roam the country. Your freedom may be the freedom of having, I don't know, filet mignon, going to the store and swiping your credit card or your debit card and not worrying about the money coming out of your account. So I understand what he's saying, but I also think that maybe he's speaking out of frustration or for views on TikTok, right? So that's what I'm thinking here, you guys. It turns out it doesn't even matter how much money you actually make. Lifestyle creep happens, and if you are already living paycheck to paycheck, if you get a significant increase in your yearly income from your employer, making more money doesn't really mean, oh, now all of a sudden you have the skills to actually become a better steward of your money. Now back to lifestyle creep, because I want to touch on this before we get into the next video. The statistic becomes even more alarming of the paycheck to paycheck situation when we go to people that are between $50,000 and $100,000 per year. About 62% of those people are actually living paycheck to paycheck. When you get to the higher income brackets of $100,000 and more, the statistics and the numbers of paycheck to paycheck does go down a little bit. It's about 44% for those people, but that is still a vicious cycle to be caught in, and that is almost half of those higher income earners, middle class, right? Now, the data clearly illustrates that this is an issue that's not just about low income. So what is it really? I'm gonna jump into this next video because this one was tragic.
I'm glad you asked. And it's not dark just because it's nighttime. Oh no, it's dark because I have no electricity in my crib right now. And no, I'm not joking. I am not joking at all. So, I definitely feel the struggle, you know? Not joking. See that? It's 59 degrees up in this motherfucker. Oh, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. But I've already done the crying, so I'm at a point of laughing. I make $27 an hour. I make too much to qualify for any rental assistance, electricity assistance, and I never get sick. I think I'm just getting sick because the stress is causing my immune system to deplete. But it's alright, I'm a grown-ass man. I'll get it taken care of, don't worry.
I mean, at least he has faith in himself, right? Are you ready to pivot your finances to the next level? Then join the Credit Pro Academy, our free Facebook group where you'll connect with a group of like-minded, financially savvy people just like you. Here, you'll network and share your wins with peers who share your financial goals and challenges. Stay updated with the latest in credit and debt elimination strategies. And best of all, you'll get real-time support from me, the Credit Solutionist. Don't put off your financial growth any longer. Click the link in the description below and join the Credit Pro Academy today. See you there. So let's jump into the next guy here.
cost of living has never been as bad as it is right now. Because it used to be when the cost of living was high, it was for the things that you need in life. Food, gas, shelter, etc. All those things cost a lot of money. Right now, all of those things still cost a lot of money. And also, I feel like it's just expensive to just be alive. Like, I feel like my life, as soon as I wake up, is literally just me putting down a credit card, and it's just a tab. And life is a bartender, and it's just like, what are you gonna have? And I'm just like, I'm okay. I don't really need anything today. And it's just like, oh really? Well, if you're gonna be here, you're gonna need to spend money. And I'm just like, what do you mean here? I'm just in the world. And it's just like, yeah, you have to buy something now. It's even getting to the point where, like, I feel like even my thoughts are getting expensive, you know? Like I could just have the thought of like, my nose is a little stuffy. And then all of a sudden, I open up my phone 10 minutes later and have 12 ads for like, oh, you have a pollen allergy and you gotta buy these anti-pollen allergy pills or you're gonna suffocate in your sleep. Sleep is the only place I still feel kind of safe. But even there, it's like I could have sleep problems for one night and then I wake up feeling kind of groggy and all of a sudden I'm getting targeted ads for melatonin gummies. It's like all of our necessities are still expensive, and then also just every increment of our life costs something.
I mean, he's not lying. Life really is expensive, and I can definitely attest to that. I mean, just walking out of the house literally costs you $40 to $50. A lot of us are rushing in the morning, so we don't have time to make lunch. So even stepping out of the car or out of the house to go to work is going to cost you money when it comes to your lunch and all kinds of things that you just don't think of.
When did life become so goddamn expensive and it's also impossible to have fun? We're in the process of buying a house, okay? We offered a bid that is very substantial, especially for first-time buyers. The house has been on the market for over a year now, so we went a little bit under the asking price.
For the record, she's already a little bit different because she can afford a house. Do you hear how she's saying that she made an offer? How many of you are making offers? I'm a landowner, right? But who do you know that's making offers on houses if they're living paycheck to paycheck? I don't even think she sounds a little out of touch, but I could be wrong. Let's go.
Thinking, why not? Why could it hurt? It's been on the market for over a year. Tell me why. The listing agent comes back to us and says that there are now 6 bidders involved. Not only do we have a bidding war going on for a house that is absurdly expensive, but we also are planning to go on a family trip to Orlando this weekend, hopefully.
Ma'am, she has rich people problems. Wait a minute, you guys, maybe she wasn't supposed to be put in this video. She sounds so out of touch, and she's definitely not your average American. She hopes that she can go on vacation. How many people actually have not taken a vacation in years? Yeah, this one, she sounds a little out of touch, guys, but we'll go ahead and listen to the rest.
No. We were thinking of going to Universal Studios. Let's go. It is almost $200 to get into Universal Studios. And on top of that, it is spring break and the lines are ridiculously long everywhere you go. It's just madness. So I don't even know if going to Orlando is even an option anymore. That's fun sucker number 1. Fun sucker number 2 is a cocktail bar that me and my husband like to go to. It is great. They have great cocktails, but it's also impossible to find a ticket. The second that it goes on Resi, they're sold out. Like, I don't know who the hell buys these tickets, but they are literally sold out the second they go online. We were lucky enough to find a ticket, and guess what? We can't even go because our plans changed. The really cute part about everything is that they don't even accept cancellations. I don't know, sorry for this rant, but this is just like, this is the new America. Like, it's unattainable, unaffordable, and unfun.
Okay, I didn't hear her say anything in that video that led me to believe that she cannot afford her lifestyle. She actually can. She's just inconvenienced by other people getting in her way and blocking her from spending her money. She's just inconvenienced by not being able to schedule things on time. Let me know what you guys think about her in this video in the comment section. No shade to her. I just think she's a little out of touch.
It's like, are we serious right now? Now I still have to go to Walmart to buy school supplies for my kids before they start school next week. I don't look forward to that either. The prices are probably going to be even higher than they were last year, which I understand. Prices go up every year, but I'm going to tell you, they're just, I don't know, they're astronomical. And if your child does not get free lunch and you have to send a lunch with your child every day, how are you managing that? Because I don't know. I pay for them to get lunch at school because I'm not coming up with a meal plan every day for them to make meals for them to take to school. But
wait a minute. Okay. Unpopular opinion. I think I just heard her say that she didn't want to take the time to make meals for her kids. And this is how I know that generations are changing, because when I was a kid, having a sack lunch was normal. Getting ready in the morning and making your bologna and cheese sandwich was part of your mother's morning routine. I'm not sure I agree with this one right here, you guys, but you let me know how you feel about it, because as an older millennial, we had lunch pails, we had thermoses, we had sack lunch. We even had these things in school where if you were low income, you had a lunch ticket. And with the lunch ticket, the lunch lady would, they check your account and stuff like that. And then they would stamp it or initial your little card. And you could not lose that card. If you lost that card, you were probably not going to eat that day. Now, of course, they had, meals set aside for the kids that maybe did lose their card. Because, I mean, come on, you're 5 or 6 having to hold on to a card. Really? Okay, we little kids can barely hold on to their socks, okay? Or barrettes in their hair, right? So I think that's what I just heard her say. So let's see.
$1,400. Has anyone noticed that it's literally becoming impossible to live a normal life because of the inflation that's going on? Literally, our rent payment used to be $800, 2 bedroom, 2 full bath. $1,400. $1,400 is what we pay now. Used to be $800 just a few years ago, and now it's $1,400.
Okay, I'm from California. $1,400 is a steal, especially if you're living solo. Oh my gosh. I don't think I've paid rent under $1,000 like in an actual apartment by myself since I think 2009. So at least 15 years ago. Let's continue.
My auto insurance gone up 28%. Again, go figure. Inflation. Don't let me forget to mention electric bill, $300.
As far as the car insurance goes, that can happen if you live in a college town. That can also happen if a lot of people are moving to your area. So that could be it too. Maybe he lives in a city that is now becoming gentrified.
For what? For what?
I just told you, gentrification.
It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Now the icing on the cake, I feel like I go to the grocery store. Okay, I go to Kroger. I feel like I go in there with $100 and I come out with a gallon of milk and 2 pieces of toast. And not even the good pieces of toast. Like the end pieces. That's what I come out with.
He said that he comes out with the heel. Do y'all still call it that? The heel? The heel of the bread?
It is dumb what is going on. How has inflation affected you guys? Because, again, rent used to be $800. Now it's $1,400. $300 electric bill. Like, seriously, guys? Like, this is stupid. This is what's been going on in America. Inflation.
People are trying to find money to do things like save. I either need to make more money or I need to lower my expenses. And I decided to do both. If I'm making $5,000 a month, my living expenses are $4,100 or $4,200. So there's not really much wiggle room because I still need gas. It's not much wiggle room because I still got to eat. How much money do I need to now be making in order for my living expenses just off my income to be 25%?
Now, here are several actionable steps, okay? We would pretty much go in depth with a lot of these in our calls over at mycreditcall.com, so be sure to check that out, okay? Now, create a budget and stick to it. Budgeting is a cornerstone of financial management. By tracking income and expenses, you can identify areas where you can allocate more funds towards savings and then debt repayment. Number 2, reducing debt should be a top priority since high interest payments can drain more of your income that would otherwise be used for savings and investments. You can do the snowball method, the avalanche method. It all depends on what your finances are. The only way to know that is to get those things put into a tracker. Now, number 3 is to increase your income. Now, cutting expenses is important, absolutely, but increasing your income simultaneously is going to help you break the paycheck to paycheck cycle. That just because you're making $50,000 more does not mean you should move out of the neighborhood that you are in, okay? You can also seek a higher paying job. That's the number one way to end up getting more money. Invest in financial education. This is massive. This is exactly what we do over at mycreditcall.com. Knowledge and power, when it comes to making money, entails investing time in learning about personal finance, whether it's through books or courses or financial advisors. Now, I am not a financial advisor. I am a financial coach. That is something very different. You can go to a licensed financial advisor. Now, you do have to remember with a financial advisor is that they typically have a set of products that they will sell because of their relationship with that particular company. All in all, focus on your goal setting. Measurable financial goals can provide motivation and direction. After all, that is why you are here. Please do not forget to support the channel. You can either super chat, you can leave a super thanks whenever, the video renders, and you can hit me up over at mycreditcall.com and book that consultation. You can also support via Cash App, and you can see it on the ticker below. $ the Credit Solutionist if you found this information helpful. I'm going to be checking out TikTok a little bit more as time goes on. I am not a TikTok person. I think I have like 200 followers over there, and you guys, I don't know, just short form content. I just can't get used to it, but who knows? Theo, like the video and subscribe to the channel and share it with somebody that you love that you think it might help. I'll see you guys on the next one. Credit Solutionist out.